Hello everybody and welcome back to Victoria 2, the Supernations mod as the new Roman Empire. Last episode we left off with us taking the northern Egyptian coast and launching our quest to discover the Library of Alexandria. We haven't found it yet. It's going to be an event chain that's going to fire over the next few little bits. We do have the Great Western Restoration War, which requires us to own core provinces, or all of our core provinces, and the issue is that Lugano here is a new Roman core, which is going to be an issue because we can't get that as a core. So, what do we do to rectify this? There's a few things we could do. We could make it so it's an event to buy the land or to remove the core outright. I'm almost leaning towards a purchase event in getting Lugano as a core province. East Switzerland. That's sort of my impression here. Though I'm not sure if that would be even likely in real history. So, well, let's try this. I'll be right back. I am going to start or go ahead and fix that event and just go forward from there. So, I'll be right back. Alright guys, I am back. And so what I ended up doing is something fairly simple. I got rid of the core requirement and just made it so you have to have the global flag for take northern Egyptian coast. So if you take this territory, you fire that decision, then you can fire out that this next decision as well. Yeah. Though granted, I'm debating whether that's even a good idea because there might be some people who might just not take that decision. They could do it in a different way. But regardless, that's what we're going to do with this, and hopefully that ends up working just fine. I might make it so you have to just have, well, we'll see. I might just suggest that later, but for now that will work for our purposes. Let's see what we have as far as troops go. Quite a bit in Africa, actually. Should be able to build an army down there. Let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we could probably build one over here in Europe. Which will be good because the moment that we fire that decision, we're going to have the entire world go against us. Because I don't think we're going to wait that long like we did last time to take a decision. So, yep. So we'll do that. And prepare. We could do it right now. Declare war on Spain, Carlos, Spain. Well, depending on which one they are. And Portugal. They are allied with the Germans. And it's possible the French would declare war on us. Because the moment we go over the infamy limit, they're going to go after us. All the great powers. So what do we do in this case? Just go for it, take them out, redouble our armies to the north. How about we wait until we can grab the next mill tech, this one, so we can get our army mobilization size increased. Because I think that's going to be our big bet on whether or not we can go ahead and fight off a lot of these forces. They are currently not at war, so I'm guessing, yeah, obviously Bohemia Moravia is not a thing. So the Germans won that war. But nobody was really weakened from it, unfortunately. Probably a better idea, actually, is to wait until we get these new Roman stuff taken from Alexandria, which there should be some reforms that will fire that will increase the efficacy of our military, which will be massive. We can also... What's our soldier ratio? 3.3%. We could increase that a bit. Probably add another 1%, which would be about another 50 troops, which would increase the amount of men we could field. A second thing we can do, well, not really a second thing, we could still move forward in trying to produce a ton of, what's the word? We can subsidize all of our factories. We could continue militarizing our economy. Or let's do factories. Who? Because all the big factories, I think at this point we just gotta wait until our industries can catch up to the amount of factories we have. We have a lot of unemployment. So we probably should wait on that front. That is fine. Of course not there. We could lower our taxes a bit to sort of stabilize our economy. Take that. Lower tariffs to increase factory efficiency a bit. It doesn't help much of our economy, but it should make things a little bit better on that front. We're about to grab steam turbines. Underground newspaper. Take that. Monitor. Ooh, okay, so that's a good thing. So, 10 liberals. Oh, I kind of like the idea of getting the liberals in the upper house so we can pass some of these reforms. Maybe one of those. Other thing, well, let's grab this. So let's go military logistics. Get that 20 out of 30. Let's go ahead and actually start recruiting some ships. You can only do 3. Commerce raiders versus monitors. Ooh, they're fast. Better firing range. You know, commerce raiders are not that bad. We'll take some of those as well. Sort of modernize our fleet a tad bit. And if we can do that, we can probably block the Strait of Gibraltar. And that would force all these armies to, well, they won't be able to go through us at least. Oh, build a Suez. Fantastic. Okay, so lose 25,000. That is worth it. We're building the Suez Canal. And we have this land, but it's not connected to anything, so I don't think we're going to have much of an issue of the other powers invading us in Africa. We have 3 armies down here, which is good enough. Let's go ahead and get armies to meet up in Cairo when they get produced. So we have plenty of men in the ranks. So they're at war with Hungary and Congress Poland. What is this over? Oh, Russia's going to war against Japan over Katafutu. What is that? But Austria wants to acquire Austria or Hungarian. Österreich. Just that little bit. What are you going to war over? Oh, I didn't realize Sakhalin was a different name here. They must have changed it when Japan took it. But there is a great war, sort of. Not really a great war, but there is a big war going on right now. Meaning it could be a good opportunity to go to war because France and Russia will likely not attack us until they're done with that war. Sure. Whatever makes things difficult for Germany, let's go ahead and do. And the UK will stay our ally for a little bit. Who are they at war with? Sokoto? Yeah. We have this land down here and 2 brigades here. I'm debating whether we should keep them here. Well, looking at the land, it looks like it might be fine. As long as we use them in a good way. There's not really any good defensible terrain here. You go down there, though. See what happens there. That's great. Great. Awesome. Fleet, you are down here. Head over here to get those armies back to the mainland. And this way, I'm not worried about the Ottomans. So we can take these troops and maybe move them this way. I'm thinking, is there an idea here? If you go here, somebody can go here. And somebody goes down to Milan. That could work as a defensive line. And all we have to do is keep 3 armies over here to block that out. Which would be you. Let's get you over there. Congress Poland, of course. Because when we go over, it will be by like about 10 infamy. I think it'll be fine. And that is looking good. Okay, so die factory, cool. We're about to get we're halfway getting to military logistics. Algeria wants in. What's this? Local excavations. Okay. Algeria. Useless. No. Scholars in Africa. There we go. That's one of the events we want. So our scholars have arrived after a long voyage to Egypt. The search begins. Let us scour the northern coast. Fantastic. And hopefully, well, it looks like the price of artillery is kind of high. But we should be producing a ton of artillery too, by ourselves. 17.52. We are producing more, but everybody else is also producing more. Can we just deselect all and select only the artillery factories? Put those on high priority. Just keep that going. And that should immediately switch those over. I hope. Intervention in Egypt. I don't know if I care about Egypt. New Roman Empire against established pressure against Egypt for 3 infamy. So Ottomans release Egypt, and we can go ahead and annex Egypt. We could declare war. We won't be violating a truce at all. And it would cause us to go to war against France, but in doing so, we get a truce against France. I like that idea. Well, France might join in. They're currently at war with the Shogunate of Japan, so the chances of doing that is fairly unlikely, but we can go forward into this anyways. But if France does join in, it's not the end of the world because we can get that truce with them. And that would work out fantastically. Okay, so excavations begin. So excavations begin. A site for the library has been found. It matches all descriptions of the ancient texts. Our scholars grow animated over the potential discoveries. Excavations have finally begun on the site of the library. And all is going well. Many independent historians have been contacted to assist with the process. Ideally, the efforts will be completed shortly. Great. I'm going to take a quick pause here. I have to do something really quick, but I'll be right back. Hello, guys. Sorry. So, I was FaceTiming my girlfriend. So, that's what's happened. Anyway, so let me acclimate myself. I feel like we were like kind of on a groove, like on a roll, but then yeah. Anyways, it's my own volition, just saying we had already planned it. It just happened a lot later than I thought, so I was gonna just do some recordings. And well, anyways, here we are. So 8 troops in Europe and 3 in Africa. That's enough to, well, no, we still need 2 more brigades to make an army there. We're at war with Egypt. That's what happened, right? And we're debating on whether, well, actually, who's this Spain? Why would they want access? No. Persia goes bankrupt. Good for them. And this should be an easy war, hopefully. And we'll just basically annex Egypt. Egypt will be ours. Though this does open up a big front in Africa for the other great powers to push into us from. And Minya is ours. Keep pushing. Oh wait, you are supposed to be down here. And you move to Asyut. We are pretty close to getting military logistics. Our literacy is, of course, expanding rapidly. So that is good. I'll probably just roll down the Nile area, river thing. I don't know what you would call the area around the Nile, but we just got this. So we're at 116 max brigades now. Army is good. Navy-wise, we could keep going for some... Well, we probably should expand our naval bases. That should be a very quick tech to grab. So do that. Then we'll go ahead and grab Revolution and Counter-Revolution so we can go ahead and get Madagascar as Israel. Make them a satellite. It'd be great. Absolutely fantastic. In fact, what's the population density here? Decent. I don't know what kind of buffs Israel gets. Do they get like... I don't know if there's immigration buffs when it comes to getting Jewish individuals or Israelis or whatever you would call them down to their homeland, technically. I mean, obviously this is a Jewish homeland, but having a Israel in Madagascar sounds historical, interesting, and plus it's going to be ours. We're taking the Levant. Where are you at right now, Egypt? Not anywhere near accepting. Let's go ahead and push you over to Mut. Oh, their capital's over here in Farafra. Factory throughput, let's take it. You go here. And now that we've made artillery a #1 priority, it has not increased. So it looks like Germany and France are just increasing their loads quite a bit. Small arms wise, we're just kind of behind. Well, actually, canned food we're actually doing fairly good on. Ammunition wise, we are way behind. I don't want to be the point where we're at war with a ton of people and can't get the resources. But I mean, we already have a lot of those war factories. The bigger issue is getting the people to staff them. So I think that's more where we're kind of needing to develop on. All right, archaeological expedition. That has nothing to do with what we want. Okay. I thought it was part of the event chain for a second there, but no. Yeah, go down here. And let's move into their capital, which is a wasteland of 469 people. Why Victoria 2 made that their capital is beyond me, when I think any of these territories would be absolutely perfect. Like Ostia, for example, would probably be great. But in the middle of the desert, where only 469 people live, and there's an opium problem, does not sound like the ideal place for a Egyptian capital, or even a country capital in that case. There's some more land down here. Let's keep going down the coast. And once the capital is ours, she was a big boost in war score, or decent enough. Enough where, yes, they will concede, and now we own Egypt. Great, awesome, easy. So you let's just have you go down here. You can stay... Well, actually... Ooh. The temptation. It's not like the UK would interfere because we're allies with them. So we could totally take Abyssinia. I don't see why not. I don't think anybody would be against that idea, right? Right? Let's do it. You go down here, get ready to go ahead and march into Ethiopia, or Abyssinia in this case. I'll go ahead and upgrade all of our naval bases fairly soon. I'm thinking maybe it would be best... Well, let's see here. Naval. Republic of China. I don't know who's going to pull out as victor here. Anhui Click is in a good position. Republic of China is also in a pretty good position. And China itself is basically dead. But Anhui Click is actually at war with people, so they might be able to expand quicker here. Anyways, here, right, naval bases. We do want to get that done, so it should be fairly quick. We have a ton of level 1 naval bases, which kind of points to the fact that we have not developed much in the way of the Italian, well, the new Roman Navy. It's been severely lacking, but even then, historically, the ancient Romans were never, well, they ended up creating a fleet in the first place, but they were never the naval type. They were always very land-based in their armies and whatnot. So I think it is not ahistorical of us or unrealistic to focus more on our army and not so much our navy. So I will take it. I will take it gladly. I think that's it. Maybe down here as well. Maybe get some more forts. SARS too. Yes. In fact, get 4 forts in that entire state. Maybe here in southern Egypt as well. I don't like the idea of having all this land and the potential for military incursions to take it. So let's go ahead and add a ton of forts. Make it so that if they do push south from us, it will give us enough time to hopefully make a push up against them. So revolution, counter-revolution. We're going to do that. We'll get it November of 1887. Okay, I looked at it for a second. I'm like, a month away. No, it's a year and a month away. And it looks like this army is basically done. Just get that army there. Here, why is that so off? Oh. I is producing troops on the other side of the world. Are there more troops being made? I don't see any more. Where's the other men? Because you're an engineer, you're a dragoon. And we got 0.7 infamy. Gladly take that result. And push it to Abyssinia. The UK will accept. Ha! Oh, I love it. They're still in their sphere. Brazil, of course. I will welcome you back into the Grand Alliance. So who hates us? Germany? No. The US... They're getting better, actually. They're kind of very much... Oh, that's not normal. Canada has a foothold over here in Alaska. Who are... Oh, yeah, Shogun and Japan. You're losing, aren't you, Russia? Yeah, they are losing. And China got eaten by the Jibei. You just push here. You maybe go down south, kind of circle around. This should also be a fairly quick war. It should definitely buffer our African forces a bit. It's all mountainous too. So if we do have enemies who end up pushing through there, it's going to be a bit of a hassle for them. So if Germany is our ally, it's a pretty good buffer zone for us. Just the fact that we will have issues getting them to ally with us in the first place, though, well, that's the case. Library on Earth. Awesome. So it is true. The site has yielded the greatest treasure of the 19th century. The lost library of Alexandria has been found, despite the ancient texts being all but lost to time. The mere presence of the library is prestigious in and of itself. A foreseeable outcome, but glorious nonetheless. We took it. So, now that Alexandria has the library, I thought there was a... Well, no, we haven't built it back up yet. Anyways, a monument to our success. So, the rebuilding of Alexandria event. We could read the text for both of them. So, a monument to our success. With effort comes reward. We've discovered the site of the Great Library. Now that we have both uncovered the ruins and secured the land, we are entirely capable of restoring the library to its former glory. While it may be a costly and time-consuming endeavor, it will bring great pride and prestige to our illustrious nation to have such a monument of culture under us. The time has come for that very work to begin. So the rebuilding of the Library of Alexandria. Our scholars petitioned our government to rebuild the Library of Alexandria. Surely it stands as a beacon to the scientific... It will stand as a beacon to the scientific advances of the new Roman Empire. One of the lost wonders of the ancient world shall be rebuilt. 100,000 euros, pounds, whatever that is, and plus 6 prestige. We'll take it. Fantastic, guys. Absolutely fantastic. So we're rebuilding the library. It'll probably take about a year in-game time. So let's kind of sit back, relax, let it happen. As our navy is built in the background. Suez Canal plan finished. Let's start phase 1. So we'll probably be sending a bit of money over the next little bit. The library is crucial for making the Italian or Roman Empire or army a lot stronger. So it's going to be very, very useful when we do push that button, get the prestige or get the infamy, and start the infamy wars. We're going to need every edge we can get. Whatever. They should give up fairly soon. Their army is non-existent, and they are piecing out. There we go. Do you guys remember how in our history, about 50 years from now, when Mussolini tried going to Ethiopia and lost? Incompetent Italian armies. Italy in general is pretty incompetent. And now look at us. The great strides we have made to perfecting the glorious Italian or Roman armies. It is a new Rome that we have. Leadership will not hinder us. We have a lot more troops we can build, especially in Africa. You guys go here. I don't know where the other troops went. Where's the armies? Right here. Oh, that's where they would be. Yep, that makes sense. These guys are all going to become Jewish troops. Sorry, Israeli. I am just not speaking well. So I want to make sure we're not building anybody else here. I'll keep an eye on that. But regardless, we can probably build another 2 armies. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I just need to make sure. So you are an artillery piece. Let's take you out and put maybe a Somali. Where else? There's an infantry unit being built there. I think that's it. No. There's 2 artillery pieces here. We'll just kind of have to deal with that. Maybe. Yeah. Unfortunately. Okay, look. 1. Right? Because there's those 3 states are all here. Talaro. Yeah. Yep. So the moment a new artillery piece pops up for production, we can go ahead and do that. If it does. You can do that later. It's not a priority right now. We'll have 3 new armies in Africa with these troops, which is exactly what we want. That is fantastic. So we're going to end this episode here. We're on the verge of declaring the Great Western Restoration War. We did take over all of Egypt and all of Ethiopia. We could move even further south and take Geledi and Majertine, if we so wished. So, we'll look into it. But anyways, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. As always, please leave a like down below and consider subscribing if you would like to see more content just like this, more frequent uploads. If you have any suggestions, go ahead and leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time.